Are you trying to select between Verizon, T-Mobile, or AT&T? Well, let me tell you about my story. And I'm giving you an honest review of Verizon today. I'm a cancer patient, so given my circumstances, I have no reason to lie to you. I don't want to go off this planet with telling false statements. So I have had Verizon since about 2011 on a family plan, and about the last 6 years I've had my own plan. Have I been able to get them on the phone pretty quickly compared to what other people have said about other providers? Yes. They are a monolithic bureaucracy. Be aware of that. So let me tell you about an experience that I had, a horrible experience that I'm suffering right today. So in October 2025, at the time of making this recording, I'm a cancer patient. And through no fault of my own, I simply moved a chip in my phone from one device to another. At about the same time, about a week earlier, I relocated officially to South Carolina to get my South Carolina driver's license and registration because I'm staying with family as I'm about to face my treatments and surgery. And they issue a paper, legitimate, state-issued document, and they give you back your old document. And because I'm an honest person, I probably told the department too much, which was dumb, which should not be. You want to be able to be honest with your provider, right? So, because I did that, what happened is I got flagged for fraud. Now, I appreciate they were trying to protect me, but they didn't use reasonable, responsible, provable, and obvious signs to verify who I was. And customer care did try, but repeatedly was stopped by the fraud department. I even had a fraud department supervisor tell me that they would not allow the store if I took my, and I did, I took my birth certificate, I took a piece of mail, I took my former driver's license in, I took the state issued, I took everything I could think of to prove to a human being the same kind of stuff you would take to your bank. I even took my social security card. So a human being got to see that I was Scott Poucher. And Verizon and their bureaucracy decided repeatedly to say, "Sir, I'm very sorry, but we cannot validate who you are." I even got one of their representatives to acknowledge that I had provided the state-issued document that they gave me. And this is a common practice now in states. Because they're trying to prevent fraud, so they're mailing you your driver's license. The fact that there was no escalation system, the fact that there was no advocate person in the organization, the fact that there was no human personal contact or understanding, that no manager had the power or the authority to say, yeah, this is a legit story, this is a legit person. But here's how it impacted me. As a cancer patient just beginning to go through the process, my phone number was my lifeline, is my lifeline. This weekend, I have not been able to talk to my support group other than through some web chats. People who had my number who could call me and tell me, "How you doing, man? It's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through this surgery. You're gonna be okay." They couldn't call me. People who, my family who doesn't, they're calling the number. It doesn't even leave a message. It just beeps. They took away my number, and under federal law, that's my number. I can't even port my number. My doctors can't call me. I can't call them without using somebody else's phone. This should not be in America. These monopolies have too much power. So that's the first thing. We need more competition, not less. And these companies need to learn a life lesson, particularly Verizon. They might have good coverage, but honestly, as I'm learning, so does AT&T and T-Mobile. And the fact that there is absolutely zero heart, they don't care about a customer. Like, if they were going to care about anybody, do you not think they would care about a cancer patient? So if they didn't care about me, why would they care about you? We are nothing to Verizon. We are simply beans that they are counting. And it's time that we chose maybe T-Mobile and AT&T. If your people are listening to this, maybe you should put an advocate in place. Maybe you should avoid a similar problem. Maybe you should step up and say, hey, we care. And we want people like Scott Poucher. This was my review of my personal experience. If you've had bad experiences with Verizon, tag me in the comments. Maybe we could do a group lawsuit against them. Maybe it's time that somebody broke them up.